What's up, crypto legends? Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let's take a look at Bitcoin high time frame patterns like the thumbnail and analyze the local situation to see if we can find some scalping opportunities on this live stream, guys. Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in, because this is going to be a big one, guys. We're going to do a lot of information, a lot of technical analysis and potential setups here in the immediate short term. What is up, my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? Let me know if you can hear me. Make sure to destroy that like button for this amazing stream, guys. Smash it up, guys. Let's get to 100 likes in the next coming minutes. 175 people watching, and let's analyze the situation. Is this just a silly pattern? Nobody's going to be paying attention to this old school. It's got more than 100 years old. This was, all the way in the early 1900s. This Jesse Livermore accumulation cylinder right over here. Is this a possibility that we have been forming here for the last few months? Looking at the 3-day chart where it's forming this cylinder, and it's going to absolutely explode above $31,000 in the next coming days potentially. Or is it just a massive hype nothing burger? All right, a big fat nothing burger. Stop posting these silly patterns on the chart and on your thumbnails, because you are going to lose trust. Okay, well, it could be that this is an accumulation cylinder and we are going to explode. It does make sense, because if we do break above $30,000 successfully, guys, this is the strongest level that we do have as resistance. Okay, there's no doubt about that. Okay, we failed once already here in April. We are testing it right now here the last few days. So is this the moment that we are going to explode out from this resistance zone? This has been the strongest support level back in 2021 and 2022. The biggest level that has been bouncing here for months and months. We can see one bounce here in January of 2021, in May, June, July of 2021. We also had a large consolidation here with a massive wick to the downside back in May of 2022. And right now it's the strongest resistance that Bitcoin does have. Now we can see that we have slowly been climbing up to this zone over here. All right, getting that resistance, forming this kind of accumulating cylinder scenario, right? Or ascending broadening wedge. And this is a bearish pattern. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Well, there is the case, of course, of this being an accumulating cylinder. Everything points out potentially with the hype of BlackRock, more institutional interest. Are we going to get that massive run up before we continue the bear market, okay, during 2024, maybe part of 2025, till we find the next big major bull run, okay? It's definitely a possibility, okay? Definitely a possibility. We'll leave it there, all right? So it's just something that I was looking at here. Very much possible with the hype, with BlackRock, with this massive resistance, because this resistance level needs a huge amount of volume for the breakout, okay? The $30,000 range, 31,000, we're just dancing around this level for the last few days. Are we going to manage to break it, guys, or is it going to fail miserably here and start falling in the coming weeks? Well, I think there's a high chance that we could get that explosive breakout. Why not? Everything points out that it is a large possibility. Before, okay, bear market rallies can be absolutely huge, okay? Bear market rallies can be absolutely huge, just like the one we had in 2019. A lot of people were very, very bearish, testing here this neckline, this major neckline that we had back in 2018, okay, from this support level, this kind of descending triangle scenario, lower highs. And I remember, like if it was yesterday, a lot of people calling for $1,000 Bitcoin when we were trading in between $3,000 and $4,000. Everybody's saying that this major neckline will fail miserably and we are going to go to $1,000 Bitcoin back in 2019. Of course, this was not the case. We had a major rally out of nowhere that got everybody surprised. Will this be the case in the next coming weeks, where we're going to have an explosive breakout, potentially hitting $40,000 or even higher? It's definitely the case, guys. It definitely could be the case. So something that I wanted to point out right there. Bitcoin Cash yet for another run? Let me go through the comment section. I can see Mark Dutch here in the community, in the comment section. Thank you very much, my man, for joining. Smash up the like button, guys. It just takes a couple of seconds to scroll down, smash up the like button, and then we'll leave this Jesse Livermore accumulating cylinder and go to the lower time frames to see, hey, what are the next big major opportunities? What have I been seeing on the chart? With the Legends trading community, of course, we'll be analyzing the situation very carefully here the last few days since we hit, okay, the highs here at $31,400. A lot of the Legends managed to get into a short position at this zone, okay, very, very nicely. This one was a good shorting opportunity, but it was not provided in the Legends trading community as this was 6 o'clock in the morning, okay? Didn't manage to get to that nice short position. This reason of this back test from this level was because it was the April highs, okay? So we had the failed breakout from April highs and a back test at this level at the 618 Fibonacci retracement, which was absolutely golden. Look at this, 61865, back testing the April highs. So absolutely golden, as you can see right here on the chart. So what are the next scenarios? What are the next scenarios? Of course, I want to go through what we have been talking here the last couple of days with the Legends trading community, how we could have taken advantage of some major levels here and how we can trade them. As you can see, we have broken out from a descending channel zone from lower highs. This could take us to higher levels. We'll talk about that in the next coming minutes, okay? First Light Chill, thanks for joining. Market M, yo, let's do it. Chad, how are you doing? Plain, Aditya, what's up, my crypto legends? How are you? I'm doing great, Aditya. Thanks for joining. Hola, crypto legends, says Mark Dutch. Bernie, hello, legends. Avantos. What is the minimum amount of US dollars required for the competition World Series of Trading? Wow. Last year, it was $500, okay? $500 was the minimum requirement for the World Series of Trading. This year, I'm waiting, okay, for the Bybit team to let me know, okay, when is it going to start? I've already applied for a team leader, of course. I'm just waiting for more information, okay? But I know last year it was round about July as well. I've been told by them a couple of weeks ago that it is coming by the end of June, beginning of July. So it's just days away to know all of the information. Last year, it was 500 US dollar tether minimum amount, all right, to be inside of the competition. So, yeah, what's up, Andy? Your TA was bang on accurate. I longed BTC at 25K, now have sweet gains. Any chance BTC goes to 25, 24K and still be bullish, says Anup. Yeah, I mean, going down to 25K and still be bullish. Yeah, there's definitely a possibility. We'll be doing some higher time frame technical analysis, of course. But yeah, I'm absolutely glad that there's a lot of people. I did miss out on a lot of long positions here at this range. I did manage to get into a scalp long, but not much more. I did not take advantage of this massive move, guys. Did not take advantage. However, I've been doing some pretty nice day trades and scalps inside of this zone, which will be explained. And also that information has been provided in the Legend trading community, of course. But yeah, we're very much aware of that long position at this low level, okay? Some people, you know, it all depends on everybody, you know, when do you want to take profit? You know, I cannot take profit for you. You know, some people did manage to hold this long position all the way up here. Maybe you took 50% profit round at this zone. Maybe you took 30, maybe you took 70% profit. But overall, I know a lot of people did manage to hold up a lot of that long position. I didn't. I was pretty aggressive taking profit, you know, all the way up here, which is fine. You know, that's already almost a $2,000 pump. Okay. And I'm more of a day trader. You know, if I miss this movement to the upside, I'm actually not worried because I'll be looking for opportunities inside of this zone. So Livermore USDT, Mark Dutch, yes, absolutely. Whenever enter the live stream, first thing to do is hit the like button, says Apple Ray. Hey, thank you very much for the support. Yes, let's go here. Martin, Andy, I stuck in the space-time countdown. Okay, longest 2 minute ever, yes. Right, let's go. Yeah, I'm Spanish, so I'm usually a few minutes late. Crypto Anup. Crypto Anup in here? No, I think it's not Crypto Anup. All YouTubers bullish, so I sold. Ooh, crypto fan. Yeah, I mean, this is only a potential scenario, okay? So we are hitting a major resistance zone. We are more day traders and scalpers. We can turn day trades into swing trades. we actually got into a short position here at 31,100, 150 range. We were very, very much aware of that failed breakout, hitting big resistance, right, from the April high. So yeah, I mean, we day trade, we scalp, we are defensive. It doesn't matter if we come up with this massive bullish case scenario that could take us to $50,000. You know, this is only a potential projection. It's a possibility, okay? But overall, it's not. I'm not interested in this, right? Accumulating cylinder to actually do my day trading and scalping. So I actually did sell some Bitcoin, guys, at these levels. Got to be honest. I sold some of my spot Bitcoin, not much, 5%, at this zone of $31,000. Because remember, I've been buying up here all the way down here in October, November, December of 2022. So yeah, basically doubling in price from the accumulation happened in these few months, okay, from late November, from late 2022. So yeah, I mean, I had to sell some, all right, not much because we're very much aware. I'll never sell all of my Bitcoin, right? It's just kind of take profits. I like Livermore, says Mark M. Right, let's go. Let's go through the comment section. Andy, you sound more British than me, says B10X. Well, my mum is British, so I am stuck long at 30,600. Stuck long at 30,600. Well, I mean, hey, let's analyze the situation here on these time frames. Stuck long, you're not in this. Well, you're basically at break even. We're going to talk about, you know, the scalping scenario that we talked about today. I mean, let's talk about what we've been going through here in the Legends trading community, just so you can get an idea of the analysis that we do have here in the Legends trading community, guys, okay? So what has happened the last few days? What has been the major levels? What has been the major patterns that we have been seeing in the Legends trading community? Well, I've got to say, we do have Sam. Sam has joined as a coach in the Legends trading community. We'll go through that in just 1 second. But first of all, let's talk about, you know, the possibilities that we have had the last few days. Then we'll concentrate on what are the major levels, guys, for Bitcoin. And then we go through Bitcoin Cash and all of these altcoins. First of all, let's go with Bitcoin and that educational content on what has happened. Where has there been those major opportunities? Where after this 618 Fibonacci retracement, we had a move down here. And then we had this movement down all the way here. And Sam, that has joined as a coach in the Legends trading community, was talking about this Gartley pattern right over here. And of course, yes, we were just about a couple of dollars really in hitting the 7/8, sorry. We were just a few dollars away to hit the 7/8 Fibonacci retracement, okay? As you can see, hitting the 0.77. And I gave the option, hey, this does look pretty nice, but I would prefer this to be a little bit more symmetrical. So we are getting this bounce over here. And I was very much aware of with the Legends trading community, hey, this could actually come back down and test the lows for a swing failure pattern from this low level, okay? So hitting this low over here and actually having that failed breakout. So it's very much a possibility, okay, at this zone. As you can see right there, the price action did manage to come all the way down to that level, okay, the lows here created that failed breakout. And that made the Gartley pattern more symmetrical, meaning that from XA to B, okay, was the same timing as soon as you created, okay, this Gartley pattern with the swing failure pattern of this low, it actually got a beautiful bounce. And this was more symmetrical. It was more beautiful, okay, the Gartley pattern. I like to see it more symmetrical, right? So meaning from X to B, you got that one-to-one extension, as you can see on the chart, right? Hitting the one-to-one, meaning this move over here is the same length than this move all the way down here. And that's exactly where it created that failed breakout. So this is what we were talking about just yesterday, basically, on the Legends trading community, where we talk about several scenarios, of course. And one of them is, hey, yes, we have came all the way down here to this level, all right? but I prefer the Gartley pattern getting another move down and creating that failed breakout to get that pump again to round about the 30,500, 600 range, which would be the 618 from the drop, okay? Very much aware. I'm using also Sam Analysis. He's joined as a coach. Absolutely phenomenal. And of course, yeah, I was liking, hey, this is probably, not finished business here. We could come down. This is what I want. I want a wick here to hit that level and then get the movement to the upside. Of course, some people in the Legends trading community did manage to get into that long scenario, of course. A lot of the Legends did manage to get into that long. We can see Simon here entering at that level and exiting at 30,600 here from that, SFP of the Gartley pattern. So, yeah, I mean, these are just a few of the scenarios and analysis that we are talking about here with the Legends. And what's happened right now, of course, this short was very much detected as well in the Legends trading community as it was hitting the lower high resistance trend line from this channel basically, and also hitting that 618 Fibonacci, okay, from the pump here from this high to the low. So very, very technical moves here, waiting for the highest probability scenarios. Now, we've broken out from a descending channel, as you can see here on the chart, right? We've been breaking out here from lower highs, meaning that the possibility of higher levels is there, okay? So shorting right now at this moment we need to be extremely, extremely cautious. We're going to go through some more heavy technical levels here. We're getting a pretty decent pump right now at the moment. We'll analyze that situation. But I want to go, getting a pretty decent pump here. Right, smash the like, more people, I'm here now. All right, when Chainlink to $100? Very good question. Very good question. Probably not this year or next year. Father Time, thanks for joining the live stream. Studio 388, you're not stuck anymore at that $30,600 long. You're actually in profits at the moment, so not to worry. BTC moving oddly. Yeah, my best guess here is that we are going to go to higher levels as we have broken out from this descending channel scenario from the last few days, right? So it's not really, it's basic technical analysis. Had a descending channel right here, and we've broken resistance. I want to be taking a look here at the volume profile, because we have been basically getting some consolidation resistance exactly at this point of control. Now, what is potentially likely to happen right now after this movement to the upside? The level that I am paying attention here is this high, okay, where we could have a failed move to the upside, okay? I've been paying attention to this level right away in the next coming minutes. It's April highs, okay? It was going to be a little bit of a risky shorting opportunity, okay? But I've been taking a look at this with the Legends trading community. If we hit that level and get rejected, we're probably going to short this live, okay? So far, pumpy action, guys. Volume is kicking in. I'm not sure what is the ES doing. ES is pretty stuck. So, getting a bit of a nice move here to the upside. If we do take a look at the price action from the last 3-4 days, right? 3-4 days of price action right over here. We can clearly see that the point of control in between the 23rd of June, right? Looking at this range, we did actually get above the level, managed to hold the point of control from the last few days as support here by a thread and got the bounce. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna take a look at some scenarios right now. The next level of interest for me for any kind of trade, of course, long scenarios would have been nice here if we would have retraced a little bit more to test kind of the channel support to get this major bounce that we've got right now. Okay, that would have been the ideal scenario, right? Get the bounce here from the lower high resistance trend line, but we were getting strongly supported by the point of control from the last few days. My next level of interest for a short, and we do not want to short an uptrend. We have to have a clear resistance zone. Because what we could see here is the width of the channel, okay, as of the projected move. This could still project to $31,200, $300 in the next coming hours. So shorting is going to be, it's going to be a little bit, hey, I'm shorting the pump, okay? And you want to be very, very clear with that short, getting a clear rejection and having extremely good risk management, because you're fighting the pump. You don't want to fight the pump. You basically want to go with the pump or with the dump. So let's just take a look at some basic Fibonacci levels from this pivot high right over here to that pivot low. I mean, the 61865 is the zone where we're hitting at the moment. But yeah, I think for me, it's not a great short right there. It's not a great short. The reason why this is not a great short, this 618 Fibonacci is not a great short, is because of the breakout of the channel, basically, right? So we got this channel right there, breakout, and you would be expecting higher levels, of course. So we're just about $100 away, $100, $200 away from this high. Depending on that high, how that high is hit, okay? Depending on how this high is hit, I would take that shorting decision here potentially on the live, okay? So no rush in shorting. We want to see how the price is going to hit that high, how it's going to develop. Are we going to create a double top? Are we going to get a failed breakout? Then we will take that decision if it is going to be a good shorting opportunity. So far, this is pumping like crazy. We could blast through this level and we could be aiming for the highs of the 23rd of June, which is at $31,400. So no biggie here in getting into any short opportunity. Looks like it is exploding at the moment. ES is not doing much. We can take a look at some altcoins as well, but overall I want to pay attention to Bitcoin here to see what is going on, because this could absolutely explode. Right, not great volume, to be honest. Well, I mean, the volume is okay. It's not huge, but it's decent enough. It's decent enough for the momentum to continue here. Andy, do you see a possible bearish bat starting from Saturday high today till today? Wow, a possible bat from Saturday. A possible bat pattern from Saturday, starting from till today. Saturday's high. Where's Saturday's high? Let me just take a look here. Saturday's high, that's Sunday already, so I guess you're talking about this one. A possible bat pattern. No, I don't see it. From I guess this is Sundays. All of this is Saturday here. Yeah, I don't see it. Inverse falling knife. Yes, sir. Please look at OMG coin Andy. Wow, shall we take a look at some altcoins, guys, or shall we just stick with Bitcoin? This had a pretty significant pump here. It was a shame because we did talk about a scalping scenario on the Legends trading community, which is the previous day high, which is this one right over here. Okay, previous day high right there, managing to hold as support just for an instant. Then we lost the level and got a bounce here from today's point of control range and got this massive move. So there was a scalping opportunity here. You had to be very, very fast. What scalping opportunity? Well, previous day high holding has support, but it was very, 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 very quick move, and it was hitting the 618. So you can see that previous day high right over here, okay? Managing to hold as resistance. And once we got that breakout, okay, the volume was not insane. It wasn't insane. It was just a quick little scalp opportunity, basically, okay? We had the volume strategy playing out here as well. Basically having the resistance, high volume on this peak, movement up, bang, bang, just hitting the 618, which is already an exit position, and not managing to hit the highs. So Yeah, it was just a quick little scalp. Best time for alts is now. Okay, rejected. Yeah, rejected very soon. It was rejected pretty soon here. My question is, are we going to manage to get a volume strategy breakout here? Are we going to manage to get a bounce from this level? It's very, very possible. We're going to analyze the situation right now. Could we get that volume strategy move to the upside after this pump? Oh, it's falling very aggressively here. Wow, it's just breaking through. Oh, no reaction, no. Just breaking through here. Wow. No reaction whatsoever. Oh, what a massive wick. No reaction here. That was a quick move, quick volatile move. We do not like these moves when it's just like a inverted V shape. Could get a little bit of a bounce here. It's been a pretty aggressive fall right now with higher volume. Whoa, this is not looking great. Not looking great. I don't like this reaction. Would have been nice to get a reaction here at this high to take a decision if you wanted to long, but as you can see, falling knife, no reaction, no trade to be taken. Let's see if we do manage to get above the range here. But yeah, it's been pretty aggressive. Yeah, this fall has a lot of volume, so not interested in longing this. Previous day high, holding a little bit as support. What a massive dumpy action. I mean, we were not hitting big resistance zones. If we do take a look at the pivot high here from the 23rd of June to the pivot low right there, it was basically slicing through the 618, 6.5. So probably a good nice spike to the downside to get all of those over leveraged long positions. Overall, on the 3-minute time frame, it doesn't look that bad. Previous day high, we got the point of control. I mean, getting a bit of a reaction here. We got a bit of a reaction. I mean, the good thing about this is that we do have that high volume node. We got that. I don't like this wick for sure on the 15-minute, but we got the high volume node here looking at the VPVR that could provide us some good support. Could be providing some really good support. It's an aggressive long position for a scalp there. We're above all of this, you know, this high volume node. We're above that level. We're above all of this high volume. Right. New home sale, volume matters. It's forming an inverse head and shoulder, in my opinion. It's forming an inverted head and shoulder, in my opinion. Inverted head and shoulder. What time frame? What time frame? Would be nice to get. Yeah, we're getting the reactions, or it's finally getting the bounce. If we do take a look at the. Basically, you're looking at the volume. Right? This is. If I would have longed here, you know, it's just a little bit of an aggressive long with this massive drop. Okay, we want a little bit of choppy action. You know, I like the choppy action to take my trading decisions. I don't like massive move down. You know, it's like you want to get the choppy action here to take those trading decisions. But however, we can see here that the price action is the leading volume, at least on the lower time frame, is to the upside. You know, however, this massive move to the downside is a little bit disturbing, no doubt about that. Long position, I mean, we got previous day high that could provide, it did provide support here. It just got a quick little bounce from that level. Is there any news here? Let me just check the news. Because we did add CPI here today. Do we have more news? Consumer confidence. Okay, we do have this right now. That should be coming out right now in the next coming minutes. And that seems like an important news in the US. So we're probably getting that volatility as well because of that. And isn't this some driven news volatility as Powell speaks in 30 minutes? Do we have Powell speaking in 30 minutes? You must be joking. Fed Chairman Powell is speaking in... Oh yeah, it's in 30 minutes right now. Yeah, you got that damn right. Missed out on the news today. So if we do take a look at... Where do we have the other calendar? Yeah, it's in 10 minutes. Jerome Powell speaks in 10 minutes. So we want to be a little bit cautious with our trading scenarios as well. Yeah, definitely if we do have Jerome Powell speaking in 10 minutes, we could get a little bit of volatility, no doubt. So yeah, we want to be cautious. We want to be cautious, guys. No, this is not. This is on Wednesday. It's Tuesday today. Come on, guys. Today's Tuesday. So yeah, we don't have Jerome Powell, I think, speech. This is on Wednesday. That's tomorrow. This is tomorrow. Yeah, I thought I was looking at the news today and I didn't see that. This is tomorrow. We got Fed Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow at 3:30 Central European time. So we've only got this news here today. Consumer confidence, which, you know, supposedly it's pretty intense news here. Jerome Powell's not speaking today. It's on Wednesday. It's tomorrow. So, yes, it's tomorrow. Today is Tuesday, yes. Refresh poll. It's tomorrow. Yeah. So, yeah. No, not today. And my bad, read the date wrong. No worries. Andy, I'm preparing coffee for you. Yes, I do need coffee. I'm a bit sleepy still. Fidelity just announced intentions to file a BTC spot ETF. So we got a bit of hype, okay, with the spot ETF scenarios. Ooh. I don't like this red volume. I don't like this price action. It's not looking great. I don't like it. You know, the only attempt here for a long for the continuation to the upside, in my personal opinion, yeah, would be continuing this uptrend, basically. Previous day high, so for the moment, is holding as support. But the volume here is horrendous. This volume is very, very bad. I don't like this inverted V-shaped recovery to take a trade, guys. I'm not going to lie. You know, when you have such an aggressive drop like this with volume. However, we need to understand that the leading volume is to the upside. So this has been just a major quick corrective move, and we are going to come back up and test the highs here in the coming hours. So the only trade scenario that you do have here for a long attempt is yeah, basically getting in at the lowest levels possible and having a stop loss beneath this level and looking to aim the highs. That's the only opportunity that I do see here for this scalp. And the main reason why is because we have the leading volume. Leading volume is to the upside. So, you know, high volume, movement up, consolidation, high volume, movement up. You did get a bounce here, not very successful. But then you had this major, huge bounce. This had this huge corrective move. And that is the only trade scenario that I do see here available. Could get that rejection at the 618. Andy, please some risk management and some trading tips. Well, yeah, obviously when we're talking about risk management, we're talking about tight invalidation points where it does make sense to have the invalidation points, of course. Interesting movement. Very interesting movement here. After this breakout of this descending channel, I mean, I would expect higher levels. I would expect higher levels in the coming hours. But the risk management tips, guys, is simple. A lot of people do not follow the risk management tips, and the only risk management that you need to have on your trading is risk in between 1 and 3%, okay, of your capital on every single trade, meaning that you cannot lose more than 3% on a trading setup, on a trading plan. Because the idea here is to be consistent and make a few trades a week, but make a plan and have them very successful. And you cannot risk more than 3%. Ideal is 1-2%. 3% would be already a pretty aggressive trade, okay? So if you get stopped out, losing 3% of your capital is pretty significant. Kind of looks like an inverted head and shoulder. What time frame is this? What time frame are you looking at here? Inverted head and shoulder scenario. You need to let me know what time frame, guys, because I don't see any inverted head and shoulder scenario in this price action, especially with this movement up. Could it be? Maybe you're talking about this, but I mean, this obviously gets out of the neckline, you know. It would be nice to hit this level right there perfectly and have this, and this, right? I think that is more the scenario, but this is disturbing. With this price action, this is disturbing. Guys, we got over 600 people watching the live stream at the moment. Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in, okay? And we can take a look at some altcoins right away, okay? We can take a look at some altcoins right away. So let's go through the comment section. I would expect higher on the price of Bitcoin because basically of the breakout of this descending channel level. And yeah, not much more. Andy, you look handsome, says Gary Snail. Thank you very much. Okay, Andy, I do profit but will lose later. What do I do? Well, I mean, your trading career is obviously going to be the first couple of years having major losses, and then there will be a year after those losses where you're going to be break even most of the time, okay? And that is basically what happened to me back in 2019. I was starting to be profitable, but then I would have, 3 months or 4 in profit, and then suddenly in 1 month I would eat up all of those profits. So it ended up kind of break even, and then from 2020 was managing to be profitable consistently. And if you follow this rule on every trading setup that you get in, you will finally be successful, no doubt, okay? If you follow this rule, which is, hey, you're risking in between 1 and 3% on every single trade. It doesn't mean because you're having a great, great few weeks or great couple of months of trading that you can risk 10%, okay, on a trade scenario. Have it the same every single time. Your capital will be growing, and you're risking 1 to 3% always, 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 always. Never go into a larger position just because you think it's going to be safe, because you think, hey, this is a great trade. I know I will have high probability on this trading setup. No, you always risk the same, okay, in between 1 and 3% on every single trade setup. And always have a plan. Always have a plan. I don't mean an inverse head and shoulder, a bearish head and shoulder. That could take us to 28,800. Okay, bearish head and shoulder. Let me just quickly take a look at that possibility of the head and shoulder right away. Okay. Yeah, I think with this ascending neckline, right? I think this is probably what you are talking about. We've got an ascending neckline, head and shoulder scenario, right? Where we do have this left shoulder right there. We've got the head right over here. And now we are basically forming the right shoulder. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. For me to take a shorting opportunity at this zone, we would have to tap, okay, the highs here created on the 25th of June. That would be the ideal short scenario for me, because it's a plan. Hey, if this starts breaking down here in the next coming hours, then I'll take a look at the next zone. Where is my next plan? But what would be the ideal scenario for me to take a possible short is failing to break out here the April highs. This back test that we had here was a great shorting opportunity, by the way, because there was massive confluence, not only with the April high, it was with the 618 from the pivot high of the swing failure pattern, hitting that 618. That was a very, very, very nice shorting opportunity. So what would be my next short? Would be having a failed breakout above this high over here, which is with the April highs, okay? April highs is exactly at that level. So maybe another failed breakout from that level. Okay, so create this kind of choppy action. Then you could take a possible shorting opportunity and speculate that this is a head and shoulder scenario. But only if we do get a rejection and a consolidation at this level, I would take that short position. Because we could blast through this level, no doubt. So we need to learn how to be patient, wait for the levels to be hit, wait for some reactions, because you only need a few trades a month, okay, to be profitable. And I got Simon from the Legends Trading community was asking how many trades I do on average every month, and it's in between 15 and 25 trades. Because I want high probability trade scenarios. I just need a couple of trades a week, okay, that are highly profitable, highly, got high probability. And there's a lot of people that just want to trade. The more you trade, the more probabilities you have in losing money, right? Not in gaining money. So market makers are here to take your money off you. This is a volatile market. The more you trade, the more probabilities you have in losing money. So you only get into the highest probability trade scenarios. If not, no trade to be taken, and you're very defensive as well. You need to be very defensive. Andy, CME gap at 31,500. We've got a CME gap by the looks of things. I don't pay too much attention to the CME gap because, yeah, I mean, CME gap right over here. Yeah, there is that CME gap. There is that CME gap there, but it's basically being filled, right? It's basically just being filled right now. We got that gap here from the weekend, and that's basically what has been filled at this moment. It's been filled already. So yeah, there's not much more to be said about this. Not much more to be said. It has been filled, but this doesn't mean because it's been filled, it's going to start rejecting right now. So CME gap filled, we're going to start dropping. It's a possibility, of course, but I don't pay too much attention to the gaps. What the market gives, it can take. Absolutely. Yes, then they dump on you. Market makers sound like my wife. Yes, absolutely. No doubt. Hey, Andy, what are the long trades if BTC breaks 31,000 or 31,500? Well, for me, it's a case of back testing, right? So with the Legends Trading community, what we did talk about here, and this was a scalping scenario, okay? Because you basically have a quick test. The first bounce is where you get in, guys. Going to give you a clear example of this major level, April highs that have failed to break out here. And we had a back test, beautiful back test hitting the 618 from this drop. So what if we do not fail the breakout here? What if we successfully break out and it does not fail? Because if it fails to break out, I would be interested in shorting, okay? And you do have a few minutes or maybe a couple of hours in shorting, okay, the back test. So for example, here we back tested the level here of April highs, all right, hitting the 618. And if you zoom in on the lower time frames, what you do have is, if you are patient, what you can do if you're patient when you're back testing here the April highs, is wait for the rejection and get into the next bounce, which is the 618 a lot of the times, right? So if you take a look at Fibonacci from this pivot high to the pivot low, you're basically retracing to the 61878, and that is the zone where you could potentially enter and have a stop loss above the highs, okay? That is basically how I would approach this. So what is the next long in opportunity for me, guys? Well, I'm going to explain it right away. What is the next scalp long? The next scalp long, okay? This is an in and out high probability trade scenario. As we can see, the April highs is a major level. It's been back tested as resistance, and it's been, you know, it's the April highs, right? We've got April highs. Let me just go on the 1 hourly right there. April highs right over here, right? Marked it there with this horizontal line. Failed breakout, and some of the Legends trading community did manage to short this, and this was absolutely beautiful because we were hitting a daily level as well. This daily level is from May of 2022, and how could we approach this opportunity for a short? Was basically, we knew that was resistance. Let's wait for a rejection, guys. Let's wait for that rejection, okay? No rush in shorting here. The short opportunity, we did not take it here. We took it here. The people in the Legends trading community shorted right over here. Did not short here because we know the deal. We could blast through the level. So you don't know really where to put your stop loss as you're pumping into the level. So what we did is basically wait for the daily to be hit. We got a massive drop here. Said, okay, well, let's wait for the dead cat bounce. And that was basically the dead cat bounce, hitting the 61878 from this pivot high to the pivot low right there, as you can see on the chart. So yeah, that was the shorting zone to be taken after this major rejection, accepting that we could get a massive cool off here, massive rejection. So yeah, if we were to get that successful breakout here from this April high, okay, and pay attention here closely, because the only way we could trade this is get that successful break with high volume and get into the bounce of the retracement, okay? It's the first bounce to hit the 618 or potentially the highs. It's just going to be a quick little scalp day trade because we don't really know if we're going to successfully move higher or create a kind of a double top right there and then start correcting. So it's an in and out, okay? The second bounce is dangerous because you could be double topping here, kind of scenario, right? So you would only get into the first bounce. So that would be my next trading scenario here, basically. If the price were to continue to the upside, it's a very interesting level for a short or for a long. If we hit the level, I would wait patiently to have that retracement and come up to the 618. Very similar price action to this. You hit the level, retrace, 618, you're in. You hit the level, you retrace, you hit the 618, back testing the high, and you're in the trade. This is where you enter the trade. You don't enter at the first pump. You don't enter at the first pump. You wait for that consolidation. If it were to be a successful breakout and we're not forming this price action, I will get into a first scalp long, basically breaking above the April high and wait for that retracement quickly to get into a quick long position. All right, taking profits at the 618. We are building a bull flag. What is that in the lower time frames? Very, very disturbing price action. What's happened right over here is that we have hit the 618 Fibonacci from the pivot high to the pivot low. This is where we are getting that reaction currently. We had the move up, massive move down, 618, which is always a good take profit zone. If you do think that level is going to bounce, of course, because of the volume resistance, we've got volume there, we've got nice volume here, massive move up, move back down to the previous day high, holding as support. If you're getting into a long position here, I mean, ideally is take profit at the 618, because we don't know if there's going to be enough steam to actually hit the high, or is it just going to start collapsing. Unfortunately, there's no big major resistance here. I mean, I would have liked this price action to hit the highs here. That would have been a potential good shorting opportunity. To see that wick here, right there, that would have been pretty interesting to get into a short. But there's no big major levels here of resistance, unfortunately. So I would have preferred to see that high to be hit. Let's go right away here. Guys, if you want those daily updates, okay, where we talk about the shorting, longing scenarios, okay, we also do a lot of day trading setups, okay. We also got Sam, who's joining as a coach. He is sharing his knowledge, of course, which is absolutely phenomenal. He is a new coach now in the Legends trading community. He is posting his analysis from now on. He was talking about this Gartley pattern to get that bounce at the 29,900 range already, okay? And of course, he was talking about this, before we actually came all the way down there, right? He was talking about that level to get that bounce for the long trade. So he's added as a coach. Of course, me also posting the videos every single day as well for the, possible setups, guys. If you want to join the Legends Trading community, you know the deal. You got the link down below in the description. Legends Trading community, as you can see right there in the description, if you wish to join for those daily setups and daily analysis on Bitcoin. Let's go right away. And I'm excited, guys. I'm waiting. I've been talking to the Bybit team today, the last couple of days, saying, hey, when is this live? When is the World Series of Trading live? I need to tell my community. I need to say it on YouTube. I want some people to join my team because we want to crush it this year. We want to crush it. Last year was really, really cool. I created a group where we were sharing the ideas, and the entire competition, which was about 2 weeks, I just posted 13 trades, approximately 14 trades, which 2 of them got stopped out and 11 of them were in profit, okay? So that was, but it was only 13 trades. I'm more of a day trader. I get into 1-2 trades a day maximum. I'm not doing 10 trades a day. I can tell you that already. The people in the Legends community do know that. So I'm looking at high probability trade scenarios because I want to be profitable at the end of the month, right? Whoever's looking for 10 trades a day, you're just risking yourself to get into a major loss. So, it was pretty exciting on the on the Bybit World Series of Trading competition. There's $8 million tether as a prize pool, and it would be absolutely great to distribute it with the rest of the team. This was This was last year's competition. We were ranked 20 most of the competition, give or take. A few ranks to the downside, a few ranks to the upside. But basically doing really, really well. This was out of 460 teams, guys, and this is coming. It was in July, and I've been told it's going to be in July. There was about 279 people in the team. I mean, I'm excited for this because it's gonna be make me a better trader, make me get into more trading scenarios. I'm going to be focused many hours, okay? Because we need to get into the top 10, guys. This is reputation, basically. This is only getting reputation on the community. So very, very excited, guys. If you haven't got a Bybit account already, make sure to get a Bybit account and wait for joining the Legends Trading community, the World Series of Trading, sorry. So very excited, very hyped up about the trading competition coming soon. Bybit has been delisting more altcoins, but it still has a significant amount of altcoins. Cup and handle at the daily, says Emre. Wow, cup and handle on the daily. Yeah, I mean, I think I did see someone on Twitter posting something about this, right? Cup and handle on the daily. You could arguably discuss. Usually cup and handles are usually at the top of a trend. So this is what you would basically see. Not usually at the bottom of a trend, but it makes sense that there is a possibility of breaking this resistance. So I think this is the cup and handle you're talking about on the daily, right? Where we have where we do have the resistance level right there, round formation, and here has been the handle that we formed here during April till June, right? So this is the kind of cup and handle I think you're talking about. Definitely a possibility. Yeah, no doubt. Jesse Livermore, accumulating cylinder, very much possible as well, right? Projected move, bang, all the way up to $47,000. It's definitely possible. If we were to get that massive run up, guys, I can already tell you it's going to be a moment of start. I'm going to start selling some of my spot Bitcoin if we were to get a parabolic run here in the next coming weeks. There's just no doubt about that, okay? Would be very likely looking for shorting opportunities at this zone, all right? Reason why I think is just a massive hype bear market rally, and we should be coming to extend the bear market during late 2023 and part of 2024 before we bottom out and then start a major rally in 2025, 2026. You know, I don't think this rally over here, no doubt, is not going to reach the all-time high, right? It's just not, are we going to start doing this kind of price action? Pretty obviously not, right? We never know. I'm never going to sell all of my Bitcoin just in case it blasts through to $200,000, right? But I would definitely be selling some spot Bitcoin if we were to start getting to $45,000 in the coming weeks, no doubt. Right, can anybody join your team or just the people in the Legends group? Anybody can join my team. Of course, I will be telling it to the people in the Legends trading community on Discord, of course, but also I will, anybody from YouTube can be joining, okay? I might be doing another kind of Telegram like I did last year, where I will be posting some trades, but I will be focusing on the Legends trading community on Discord. Bitcoin halving in May of 2024. It's never had a major, it has had an impact, okay, after several months after the halving, okay, so but it was nothing happens on the halving, okay, nothing happens once there's the halving day. Nothing happens, right? The halving back in 2020 was here. So this was the halving happened in this price action. So nothing really happens. Of course, it has a long-term effect of a supply shrink, right? But would not expect nothing from the halving. It definitely has a price impact. A few months after the halving. Right, sir, it's gone alter, Bitcoin halving, Livermore cylinder, oh my god. Yeah, Livermore cylinder, who likes the Livermore cylinder? It does make sense, after, inside of a bear market rally. No, I think, how many of you expect a massive pump above $40,000 in the coming weeks? I'm going to ask the community, and I'm just going to say, all right, in the poll, do you expect a pump above 40K in the coming weeks, okay? Give or take 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, okay? We don't know if it's going to be a month, 2 weeks, 2 months. But yeah, let's just ask the community and just say yes or no. And I'm just going to say if 60% or 70% of the people say yes, then it's probably not going to happen. If less than, if a lot of people say no, then you would say, hey, expect the unexpected, right? Expect the unexpected, where you're going to have that massive pump here, and then you're going to start getting a deep corrective move, okay? This will not be bullish. A parabolic run-up to $45,000 will not be bullish. It will be a massive, massive trap, and it will definitely fall miserably in the coming in the months after that happening. If it were to happen, guys, okay, I'm not saying it is going to happen, but if it happens, Yeah, this will be very, very disturbing, right? You know, I would possibly expect a massive failed breakout above this 47, 48K level. So you got this lower high right there, and oh, that is just at the 618. I mean, the 618 from the all-time high to the 2022 lows is exactly at $48,500, and that is where we have this high over here. So you could expect that 618, if it were to be hit, and that would be an absolutely explosive move. That would be an exit level of my spot. If we were to run up like this, I would be like, yeah, I'm out. You know, this is just not, it's not healthy. It's not good. You're just going to start getting people talking about Bitcoin, and that is going to be obviously a red flag. Obviously going to be a red flag. So, yeah. Okay, we got over 160 votes at the moment. Do you expect a pump above $40,000 in the coming weeks? We got 31% of people saying yes, 69% of people saying no. Okay, not in 2023, Andy. Right. Let's go through the comment section. What are you guys talking about? I'll go down like your own liver, says Mark Dirch. What are you guys on about here in the comment section? Right. Is Charles Hoskinson the biggest coin artist in crypto? Yes, it will slice through it, then 80K this year, says Pulbok Chiasm. Okay, we got a bit of, you know, I'm a moon boy, but for the next coming years, I do think that Bitcoin will break all-time high and go to 100K in the coming years. But being realistic, I don't see this happening this year. But who knows? We just need a white swan event. We need a catalyst, right? So, yeah, maybe yes. Let's... Remember Balaji Bet? Yeah, he was saying $1 million, right? Yeah, he's absolutely out of his mind. $1 million Bitcoin. You know, do you know how many trillions of dollars we need to get to 1 million? Yeah, it's definitely out of his mind. I think it's about $20 trillion Bitcoin needs to reach a market cap, to reach a price level of $1 million. Any thoughts about BNB? What about BNB? Binance Smart Chain. I've never been a fan of Binance. Never been a fan of the Binance Smart Chain, just because the amount of times they have actually froze the network. You know, they have total control of the network. Who has experienced this? Who has experienced, you know, the freeze of the network? You know, how many times have you logged into Binance? The Binance Smart Chain is halted. You know, you cannot send funds. You know, I've had this experience, and I've had, you know, quite a lot of capital, okay, on the Binance Smart Chain, and I've been over 2 days without making any transactions, and I'm like, I'm out of Binance Smart Chain. I'm not having even $1,000 there holding on the Binance Smart Chain. I just won't, because I had tens of thousands of dollars on the Binance Smart Chain on US dollar Tether, and I couldn't move them. And I was like, yo, what is going on? Yeah, you know, Ethereum, decentralized, you know, forget about it. So, right, it looks like so good. I am barber / trader. When is there a realistic time frame for BTC to hit 100K in your opinion, says Ryan? Well, this is if we do take a look at the market cycles, you know, a lot of you might think 2025 is the moment where we'll be breaking all-time high and reaching 100, you know, possibly 100K in 2026, right? I think that, you know, this, of course it's a possibility. I remember a lot of people saying that this is not going to be the same. This bear market is not going to be the same, because I entered crypto in 2018. and I was really hyped up for a rally at the halving, 2021 to reach, all-time high and break the highs. It actually happened sooner than expected. So a lot of people, are expecting this bear market to be different. This bear market will be more bloody. This rally will end up going down to 9K in the next coming months, right? By 2024. And it will be more sideways action during 2025. Realistic, 100K, I would say not till 2025, 2026. It's definitely a possibility if we were to continue these market cycles after the halving, right? So you could see that the waves are actually they're not as big, but you could expect something like this. On the other side, we could have the much more brutal bear market, because we'll be entering into a recession in 2024, 2025, just like we've been talking about now for the last 5 years since 2018. And, so far, no big major, depression, recession has happened yet. So a lot of people are saying that the debt ceiling is going to be extended for another few years. Forget about recession. A lot of people have been talking about recession for a few years, and maybe it's not going to happen just yet. But we're kind of kicking the can down the road. So maybe no recession till 2026, 2027. We don't really know. So let's go right away and continue with the comment section. Any thoughts on RBN? RBN, what is RBN? Any thoughts on RBN? I have no idea what this crypto is. Ribbon Finance. I have no idea what this is. I can do a little bit of, I'll have a look. Is it worth a look? Is it worth taking a look at it on the chart? Let's take a look at that one right away. Ribbon Finance. Oh, that doesn't look good. Ribbon Finance. Yeah. Nothing to chart about this. About this cryptocurrency. Could it be forming a nice descending wedge structure? I mean, this is what I could say with this price action. It could be forming a nice descending wedge scenario here, and it's going to pop in the next coming weeks. This is looking at the weekly chart, so it could pop. But no opinion on the project whatsoever, as I haven't done any research on this cryptocurrency. Your thoughts on GFAL, and can altcoins bleed more in coming weeks? Well, let's take a look at this one on the chart. GFAL. I mean, I do not take a look at altcoins, guys, much, okay? I just have my 10 altcoins in my portfolio that I've done my research that I do think have value for the next coming years. But overall, a lot of these altcoins, I have no idea of what they are. We cannot do much of charting on this one. We don't have any data on the chart, so I cannot give you my opinion on GFAL, which I have no clue of what it is. GFAL. Games for a living. Okay, I think it must be, of course, a gaming project to play to earn kind of platform. Yeah, but it's on the Binance Smart Chain, so that is already a red flag for me. What are those 10 altcoins? I can share them right away. I can tell them right now. Saito, Chainlink, Unibright. I have GRT. I have Algorand. I have what else do I have? Ethereum and Bitcoin, of course. Saito, Unibright, Algorand. I have a couple of more actually, but yeah, basically the ones that are high risk that I am accumulating at the moment is Unibright and Saito. Unibright and Zydo are ones that I'm accumulating at this moment at these price levels, and Saito as well. These are my like high risk ones, high reward, that I do think that we'll have a great cycle ahead in the next coming years. But you know the deal, when altcoin season is in, you know, most of the altcoins do pump. Chainlink as well. I got Chainlink, a big bag of Chainlink. Hasta la KASTA, amigo. Andy, is Ethereum going to break here? Let's take a look at Ethereum right away. We're here for technical analysis, of course, most of the time. So let's take a look at Ethereum right away here. Okay. Let's take a look at Ethereum. So is Ethereum going to break? Where did you learn most of your TA skills? YouTube, books, a bit of everything. YouTube, books, courses. I bought, you know, over a dozen of courses, but yeah, a lot of books as well. A lot of books. I've got a bunch of the books here, and I gotta say, some of them are rubbish. Just like this one over here, it's full of dust. This one over here, I thought this was, oh, it's in Spanish, but from Alexander Elder, Living Off Trading. I didn't like this book. It was just not helpful for me. The one that I really liked is this one over here. I mean, this is absolutely classic, okay? Technical analysis. You have Elliott wave theory here. You have a bit of Wyckoff. You have, that's basically from John J. Murphy. It's just technical analysis. It's the Bible of and there's a lot of old school, okay? You have also here volume profile. You have basic patterns, but this is, you know, very interesting book to start getting into technical analysis. Well, yeah, I've got a bunch of books there that have, but yeah, a bit of a cocktail. How is the paella in Spain, Andy? Paella in Spain is great. I do paella myself. I cook paella. I did one last Saturday. But I only follow Andy for technical analysis, says Aditya. Yeah. High risk. You don't know Chia. Yeah, Chia. Chia is that one that runs on hard drive, doesn't it? Hard drive or external hard drives. I think this is the one. It actually runs on yeah, Chia. This one does ring a bell. I think with spare yeah, this one does ring a bell. I think this is the one that you actually run on with hard drive. XRP, Andy, what are your thoughts on XRP? I've never liked XRP. Never bought XRP. Never accumulated XRP. However, there's a lot of the XRP has a huge army. There's no doubt about that. You know, it's going to be the new crypto, the new you know, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of XRP, I gotta say. And charting, it's very choppy, very choppy charts. I don't like don't like trading XRP as well. 90% of my trading is Bitcoin, because a lot of these altcoins are just they're just very unpredictable with a lot of their movements. We've been talking the last couple of weeks on, hey, with this movement, with this drop that we've had, a lot of the coins will potentially be bottoming out, okay? At least in the short term, just like Chainlink. Chainlink got a massive drop here to the lows, right? And I said, hey, this is probably going to be a spring point, okay? Very possible to be a spring point. I know Mark Dutch got into a long position here, right? This is no solid breakout from these lows, right? It's just a little bit of choppy action beneath the lows right over here. And for me here, it was easy to understand that this is probably a spring point of this accumulation zone, and you are going to get this kind of movement. Obviously, longing right here is not the ideal scenario. You should have been longing here at the very low $5 levels. It was testing the highs here, right? Chainlink from 2019 and 2020, which is exactly at $4.95 range. And this is basically where we tested just about 2 weeks ago. That was now for me, even though it's an altcoin and I don't usually trade altcoins, for me it was a obvious long position at that level. No successful breakout from this low, and after this massive range like this, a movement down beneath this level to test the 2019 and 2020 highs was just a bouncing level. This level is gonna bounce, no doubt, and it finally did bounce. We got Algorand testing the. Algorand is a special case at the moment, but Algorand did get a really nice bounce from the lows here from March of 2020, the C19 crash. When you're testing with a wick this ultimate low level, this is the all-time low for Algorand, because Algorand started off with much higher prices on its launch. So it was the all-time low. So you're testing the all-time low here. For me, it was a pretty obvious bounce, okay? And this did bounce, I don't know, 5-6% from that range. Forget about that, 30%. Right. Sir, price prediction of XRP for long term, is it $1,000 or is more than $10,000 in 13 years? Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if it will reach $100 even. $1,000 XRP. You must be joking. It's a 25 billion market cap right now, and it's at 50 cents. So just to have, I'm not sure about the fully diluted market cap, but fully diluted is $48 billion. So if you want, I can't even do the calculation myself right now, but if this were to go to $100, that you need to multiply $50 billion by 200, which would be, you make the math. Pretty insane number, right? What is it? By 20, it is a trillion. By 200, it is 10 trillion. Will XRP get to $10 trillion of fully diluted market capitalization? Will it get to 10 trillion? If it gets to 10 trillion, it will be $100. And that is the same market capitalization as gold. Can it equal gold? Can XRP equal gold? And you need to sit down and think about that just for 1 second. Will this cryptocurrency, right, get to the market capitalization of gold, which is $10 trillion? It's over $10 trillion now. And that would bring the price to $100, which I think is absolutely insane numbers. I don't think it will get to $1 trillion. So, I don't think so. I don't think $1,000 is realistic. I don't think $100 per XRP is realistic either. So, it might get to $10 in the next bull run. Just let's be a little bit conservative. Would you go all in on Bitcoin? I gotta say, my Bitcoin holdings right now is over 50% of my portfolio. It used to be Chainlink, but right now with the accumulation that has been happening for the last few months, over 50% of my holdings is Bitcoin with this bear market. So when inflation is up 10,000%. Okay, very true. Yeah, we could get to 10 trillion market capitalization once inflation has gone absolutely crazy, and you can see, trillions of dollars of money being printed. Andy, can you recommend any good free TradingView indicator for trade confirmation? No, I haven't experienced any good trading indicators on like this one that confirm entries and exit points. I haven't had any good experience with any of these indicators. Don't listen to hypers, bro. They will lie till they fill their bags. I mean, come on. $1,000 XRP. It's just well over reality, right? Well over reality. Because you know, sir, it will be defeat. It will defeat. Says Nizam. Maybe in 100 years, XRP at $100, says Sin Games. Yeah, very true. I sold my X for XRP. Now I'm just disappointed by both. Oh, Mark Dutch, you're a legend. Andy, should I close my trade? Long from 24,900 with 500 margin, 125x, and now 12k in profit. Still greedy, says Sharam Thailandi. Hey, absolutely, you know, absolutely golden. If you did long here, the $25,000 range lows, and unfortunately, I took most of my profit here from this long position. But yeah, definitely, you know, this is, you know, how greedy can you be? You know, take profit for goodness sake. For goodness sake, if you did get into a 500 margin and you're at 12k, come on, you're already making here over a 20x with this trade position. So for goodness sake, take profits, please. You know, we do not really know if we are going to successfully break out here, or if we're going to create a horrible double top. I would say, hey, close. Why not close 50% and leave 50% open, right? If you get that leg up here and get explosive, then you're making some more gains and you can close the rest of the position. But yeah, definitely take profits. You need to take profits. You need to pay yourself. Right. Try VWAP bands as an indicator on TV. Andy, great work. Rectalionaire, hey, thank you very much. When BTC correction, well, don't be greedy, Sharam. Take those 12k and close the trade. Absolutely. Are you looking at any gaming project? Says Ryan. Not in particular any major gaming project. We had Star Atlas, okay, was one of them. Star Atlas could be a pretty cool game, and yeah, they do have their government's token, of course, and they do have their tokens, but of course it's still in development. 28 million market capitalization. I think this one does have a bet for the next bull run. It's on the Solana blockchain. This could be an interesting project. I mean, there was a lot of work and effort and design of this gaming project. I think this does look pretty good. I have no idea what's going on. They're probably bankrupt and it's absolutely closed right now. So make sure to do your research. But this one did look quite promising. But yeah, make sure to do your research. Star Atlas is probably a good game that might in the next coming years. If you don't take profits, someone else will take those profits, no doubt. Andy, please give your analysis on C plus charge. What is that? What is C plus charge? Star Atlas game launching February do I hear year to be confirmed. Yeah, Star Atlas, no idea when that is launching. Andy, can you explain how do I enter a trade when we break resistance? Well, if you are getting into a trade when you break out a resistance, okay, you obviously want to get into the bounce at the strongest support level. So yeah, I mean, the best case scenario here is breaking this high over here, right? And if you were to get a successful breakout with volume, you would look to get into that trade at the bounce. First bounce, okay? Only the first bounce, because you could get here, bounce, create a lower high, and then here, and you think, oh, I'm going to get into the long. No, this is not the moment you want to get into that long position. You basically want to get into the first bounce, okay? Bitcoin getting a little bit of a drop at the moment. So is this going to be forming that head and shoulder scenario where we do have this move up like that? Is this a head and shoulder scenario with an ascending neckline? It is very much possible. BTC is correcting. Yes, it is losing previous day highs at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see if it is going to hold this uptrend scenario. So we do have this descending channel, resistance breakout. We've had some pretty nice run up in between yesterday and today, going from $30,000 to $31,000 just a couple of hours ago. So it's had a $1,000 pump from yesterday. So this corrective move is very much kind of needed right after this run up. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we are going to manage to hold here these higher lows, because we have broken out from a descending channel right there. Okay, pretty clear. Could we get that bounce at this level? We're going to have to be looking at VPVR to see the strongest levels here. I mean, 30,100, that is a little bit too low. Fibonacci from this pivot low to this pivot high is round about the resistance of this descending channel, so we could get a significant bounce from that level. Yeah, I would be paying attention to this with the Legends trading community at that level here, 30,300, for a potential quick bounce if we were to correct all the way down there. Very choppy action inside of this range. For me, this is no trading range at the moment. I'm waiting for this high to be hit to see how we're reacting at that level. For me, it's going to be simple. At this level, I don't care if it doesn't hit that level. If we go to lower, then I'll be looking at these lows over here. But if we hit that level, it's either a failed breakout and we move down, or a successful breakout, and then I'm looking for a quick long scalp. And that's how, I'm only looking for the long probabilities. And there's two plans at this level. There's the bearish one and the bullish one. Depending on what kind of price action is created, I'll get into one or the other, right? And it really is not that complicated, right, to have with good risk management. You fail to break out, that is the moment you want to get into the short after getting the rejection. If you get that consolidation at that level, we short. Just like we shorted right over here. Legends trading community people did short here. We were waiting for the rejection from that daily level. We had the rejection. We bounced to the 61878 and people jumping into shorts at $31,100 in the Legends trading community. This was a few days ago. We got some of those people jumping into that short position. 31,100. There it is. Well, this is my trade actually. But yeah, people were jumping at that 30,100. Sorry, no, it wasn't this one. Where is it? The short scenarios. What day was it? The 23rd. Okay, let's go to the 23rd here. 23rd, people jumping into that shorting scenario right over here. And there it is. The entry point here, 31,140 range was that, failed breakout from that daily. And a lot of people entering a short position exactly at this high over here. And the way we recognize this is the movement to the upside, hitting that daily level, getting the rejection, and then getting that bounce to the 61878. So that is kind of the scenario that I would expect here if we were to hit this high. If we were to hit that level, no rush, and then get into the short here at that bounce. That's how I would approach this with good risk management. So I'm in no rush to take that trade. If we were to get a successful breakout here, I'm not sure if we will reach the highs, but overall, if it is with high volume, I'm looking for one bounce scalp here from this level, okay, to get out at the 618 and potentially the highs. It will be a quick scalp, but it's a high probability trade. And that's what I'll be waiting for. Inside of this, it's a little bit unpredictable, right? There's no big major levels on the volume profile. There's 618 Fibonacci from this pivot high to the pivot low. We kind of got above the level. It wasn't a perfect touch. It was a bit too volatile. So this is why if we do break above the 618, 65, I'm looking for higher. In this case, it rejected from that level. It wasn't as perfect as this 618, right? From this pivot high to this pivot low. That was a perfect 618 touch right over there, back testing the April highs right over here. So that was a really nice high probability short scenario. I missed on that short because it was 6 o'clock in the morning. We're talking moon cycles again. Oh my goodness. Admins aren't replying the ticket. I want to join the Legends trading community. Don't worry. It might take a few minutes. It might take, don't worry that you will be answered in the next coming hours. Don't worry. You can join. Don't worry. You will be answered. Okay. I'll let the admins know that you want to join the Legends trading community for those daily updates, guys. Remember, you do have the link down below in the description if you want to join the Legends trading community on how I am approaching the market, how I'm looking for the opportunities. The latest opportunities that we talked about was a short here, okay, with good risk management. There was good confluence at this level, okay, for the short. Some people did join. Some people did jump into the short. It was looking something like this, okay? And I can share, that because I do talk about the shorting scenarios. What day was this? 26th of June. Let me just go quickly to take a look at that video. This was just yesterday, actually. Was it yesterday? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, there it is. I mean, this shorting opportunity was what day is it today? 27th. Oh, this was yesterday then. I do the video analysis and I give the the possible scenarios with good risk management. Of course, it's not always like this, 10 trades and setups. It's taking a look at the highest probability trade scenario. And the reason why this short position at 30,600, it was finally high, it was high probability. I was just a little bit in doubt because we could be breaking out of this channel, right? Descending channels usually tend to break out. So what you could do here is, hey, we are at resistance level. We're hitting a nice high volume node on the point of control here. So if you want to tempt this short position to come all the way down to the $30,000 level, 29,900, to then create that SFP to enter along, you can only do this like that with risk management. That is all. That is basically this trading scenario right over here. This is basically where we got that rejection and we came down to hit this low. And of course, then we switched here for a long position. These two trading setups were provided yesterday, the short and the long. Only if you SFP. And the good thing about this short, it was hitting the resistance of the channel. It was hitting the high volume node. And it was failing to break out above these highs potentially. So, we talk about these scenarios on the Legends trading community. Feel free to join. If you don't like it, you can always leave, all right? It's monthly subscription. So, it's daily updates every single day. If you don't like it, if you're good, get in 1 month. I don't like it because whatever. You can always leave. But, if you want those daily consistent analysis, you have the Legends trading community down below in the description, okay? Some people love it. Some people hate it because, I cannot trade for you. We can talk about the levels, the scenarios. I post videos every single day. I got Sam here joining with the analysis. He actually talked about this Gartley pattern just a couple of days ago. Absolutely golden. This played out really, really nicely. So shout out to him. And yeah, if you want to join that, it's down below in the description, guys. For me at the moment, this is we're kind of getting supported of this high volume node here. We're just sitting at this high volume node. I just don't see any high probability scenario at this level. I would prefer movement down here, right, and then try and get supported here and getting a bounce. At the 618 from this pivot low to the pivot high, resistance of the low high trend line. If we get a bit of choppy action, I would be maybe interested in a long. But if not, I would just be looking for these highs, waiting patiently for these highs to see how we test it. I got a plan here, and I got a potential plan here. I haven't got a clear plan here, but I've got a clear plan here. So I'm just going to look for a clear plan at this zone here to see how we can approach the market. Right now here at this choppy range, no clear plan at the moment. I mean, you could say it points out that this is going to be a head and shoulder scenario, right? We are going to come down to test the neckline and maybe even break it in the coming hours. That is just speculation, of course. We don't trade based on speculation. Andy's bullish engulfing haircut style. Right, legends, I'm going to wrap it up, okay? Make sure it's been a great live stream. Smash up the like button. Not much. It would have been nice to get a failed breakout of this high for a short here, but we didn't reach the high, so was not interested to get into the short here with this pumpy action. Make sure to get ready, guys, because it's coming very, very soon. The World Series of Trading, guys. Very excited for this. We're gonna absolutely crush it. We did really well last year. We're going to do even better this year. So if you haven't got a Bybit account, feel free to join with the link down below in the description where you do have that bonus available. And you're going to get ready to join my team because we are going to be a winning team, no doubt. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. And I will see you very soon. Thank you.